Hello everyone and welcome back to Cities by Steven. You're talking to Steven. Welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time here, please hit that subscribe button, get that bell notification on so you don't miss out on the next episode of Brockton County in Ontario themed city. And make sure to hit the like button too. The like button helps the channel a lot. Sorry, I think we went through a little bit of an autosave there. So I'm recording this shortly after the last one, so I didn't see your comments. But any cool movies you guys have seen lately? I know the movie theaters are opening up. I want to see the new James Bond. Haven't seen that yet. Dune is coming out. Those are great series, so I'm looking forward to that. Any movies coming out that you're gonna see, or you recommend? Maybe they're on the streaming platforms. Let me know in the comment section down below. But I'm really excited to see James Bond. I haven't been to a movie theater in over 2 years, so I'm thinking I might go for that because I mean it's James Bond. It's iconic, right? Anyway, so in today's episode we are going to be looking at some tourism, something that we really haven't done in the city. And we're going to be adding in some tourist walking lines, some sightseeing buses, and then we're going to kind of dive into some other things. We might actually dabble back into the transit a little bit, and that's actually where we're going to start off today's episode because there's just an insane amount of people at this terminus station close to the subway. And I think we're going to take a bit of a deeper look once we turn this into a big suburb, because there's also like a million people waiting for this bus over here. So we might need to just extend this out, take off the yellow bus. So I'm just going to save that for another time, or I might just do that off camera. But if I do that off camera, it's just going to be taking the yellow bus off that line and putting it here as a hot air balloon goes over top of us. But I'm just honestly astonished by the amount of people taking our bus routes nowadays. I actually had to add in another one. So after recording last episode, which was like an hour ago for me, I realized that I forgot to do one that I wanted to do, and that was to get a bus line right along here, along Drake Boulevard. So it connects these tram lines and this bus line, I guess, that goes south with this bus also that kind of mimics a lot of what's going on, which at this point is kind of feeling a bit obsolete. So we might need to touch on that one too. But this bus goes just straight across Drake Boulevard, connects up with the Queen Street tram and the Bathurst Regional Rails. It also kind of connects up with this tram line as well. It connects up with this north-south. It's just kind of a bit of a stopgap. But I named it the new tram line, the new bus line, sorry. And look at this. This is crazy. I have 14 vehicles on it, and you know, it's actually calmed down a little bit. So that's actually pretty good. Before there was a ton of people, and I was just doing the same tricks as we did before. But maybe it was just because people were getting used to the new bus route. But I thought that was a good line to have right through the middle of the city. And yeah, so I hope you liked last episode. I'm sorry if it was a bit kind of mediocre. It wasn't my best work, but I recorded it right after work. I was a bit tired. Running in, I guess for you it's in the past. I ran into a lot of time crunch issues this past weekend, so I kind of had to record a bunch of them right after work, and kind of have some bit of a stopgap kind of situation. So apologies for that episode if it wasn't up to par, but I'm hoping today's will, because we are going to be looking at tourism. So I should have done a bit more planning on this, but I think this is it. Tours. So we have some hot air balloon tours. We're doing 29 per week. That's pretty good. And they are kind of going all over the place, but there's a lot of cool things to see in the city, especially along the waterfront. I mean, honestly, I think the waterfront should have more value than it does, and I don't think there's much to see out in Strathcona other than a train station. So yeah, so there's that, and then there is also, is it in here? Or is it just in our budget? Sorry, I probably should have looked at this beforehand. Right over here, tourism. So commercial zones, public transportation, and park areas. So that's how much money we're making right now. I'm actually just going to write that down. Total per week is about $20.5 thousand, or I guess, yeah, $20,500. Give or take, you know, give or take the week, because I'll speed things up a little bit. Yeah, there we go. We're going down to 19. Back up. So I think 20,500 is probably a good idea, and then it's also 1.92% of our income. All right, I wrote that down. And let's see if we can, oh, this one now is up to 21. Okay, so it's about that area. So I'm gonna see if we can, oh yeah, and here's our taxes. We're doing all this at 9% tax, which is pretty good, not gonna lie. So let's look at adding in some cool tourism. So what exactly attracts tourism? Well, that'll be some unique buildings and stuff like that. So this building attracts lots of tourism. It has 125 value. If we go into these level 1 parks, they're only 100, but if we get up to, let's say, the level 5s, oh, that one's only 90 entertainment. This one's 150. Like, there's a lot. This is one we're going to add in soon. 120 value. Like, that's crazy. 150. Some of these larger parks, 150. Nice. So yeah, there's some pretty good ones. There's also some landmarks too, which I'm assuming would be higher, but you know, the traffic park has the same amount of tourism value as this Pearl Tower. I mean, let's look at it really quickly. That awesome architecture is the same as traffic park. So there is that. So we'll look at adding in some extra unique buildings if we have time today too. So that attracts tourism, and that's what kind of grows it into being a purple kind of area. Also, parks are huge attractions. So the adventure park, which I don't think we've named yet, is huge. The Brick District is awesome because it has all the unique buildings in here. Pretty much most of the downtown is really high value. The university is really beloved apparently, and obviously Thornton Square, the zoo, is pretty massive. So oh, and all the way over here. So we're going to get some walking tours going, and some sightseeing bus tours. So we actually have a sightseeing bus depot. So we've also done the hot air balloon tours. You know what? I think we could be able to squeeze in another one over here. I mean, it's probably a bit too close to the suburbs and stuff like that, because we also have one somewhere over here. Anyway, so I'll just ignore that. But right over here, we have the Sightseeing Bus Depot. It's on. It's costing us $1,000 a week, which is pretty substantial seeing as we haven't done anything with it yet, and it's actually been on for a couple episodes. But that's where the buses will stop in our municipal service station. Municipal service station. Say that a couple times fast. And let's start off with that. So you go into here, so the sightseeing bus stop, and we're going to get our first sightseeing bus stop right over here. So is it working? Create new line. Oh, okay. I guess it doesn't really pop up as an area, so I'm just going to have to kind of drag it, and it's invisible. All right, so this is where the bus will pick us up, because it's pretty close to over here. It's close to these ferries. I don't want to intrude over here, though, you know? So I think what we'll do is we'll start here, and we'll go along the waterfront. So this is going to be the waterfront sightseeing tour. So we'll drive all the way over here, and then either we're going to hop on this collector and then squeeze down and go underneath and go into the Brick District. And then I guess this is going to be like a downtown tour, right? So I guess maybe we should make it a bit bigger. So we'll hop over here. We'll go down here. We'll go down all the way. We'll head up the old Batherston. We'll hop over. We'll come down Kings Park. Maybe we'll see the university a little bit. Come down along Kings Park. See Union Square. Hop over. Hop back down into the Brick District. Something like that, you know? So a pretty big tour, but I think it'll be pretty neat to see. So we're gonna go along the waterfront, and let's get another stop right here. It's probably not the best location. Let's actually get it right here along White Street. So the bus will hop over, and then it'll hop back over. We'll see all these sights, and let's get another stop right here beside this carousel park along the waterfront, and then we'll get a stop right. I guess we'll add it into this one too. Oh, we can't? Okay. So we'll add it over there. That's great. And then we'll hop over. We're going to ignore all the industry. We're going to swing down underneath the highway where we have our collector lane underneath. We're going to then come all the way. How does one get onto this road? I've just realized I may have forgotten this, except this is supposed to be an expressway. So I think what we said is they're supposed to ignore it, come over here, So we'll hop down over here. We'll get a stop right by these trams. So I guess we're going to go into the brick district momentarily. You're going to see the awesome hockey arena. Perhaps we can get a stop. Ah, no, it's okay. Maybe the bus will do a little bit of a loop. We'll hop down over here. We'll just head over north. Or should we just bite the bullet and go through an industrial zone? Yeah, let's actually do that. So we're back over here. We're going to bite the bullet. We're going to go through an industrial zone. We're going to hit up these awesome builds that we did right early on. And we're going to go along the waterfront here. They're going to see the old town. We're going to swing right along Queen Street. And let's get a sightseeing bus tour stop right over here. And we'll go across the rainbow intersection, down this road. Now, I'm not exactly sure the bus is going to follow this path. This is just the path that we are saying we're going to be taking. We'll head all the way down here, right up to Westview Boulevard. Add a stop here for this tram. We'll swing all the way up, and we'll go right into the city's hockey arena, past Thornton Square. So we'll add in a stop. Probably, I mean, it's probably fine to add it in right here, to be honest. We'll see Thornton Square. We'll head up the zoo. So we'll come all the way out over here. I know we're kind of funneling traffic a little bit. That's okay. We'll get the stop right here. It'll swing back around. It'll go all the way back. Let's bring it all the way back down over here now. And, you know, I honestly haven't done these in probably over a year. So I think this is okay to make them this long. And we'll come right down here. We'll pass the university. We'll get a stop right here. We'll come down into Kings Park. And we'll get a stop. Should we get a stop in the roundabout? No, probably not. Should we? Yeah, we'll come through here. And then we'll get a sightseeing bus tour stop right here. Why not? And then it will come over this way. And then now I'm just gonna swing over this way again. So we'll come off this road. We'll come down here, let's say. Oh, we should probably check out these cool buildings too. So we'll get a stop over here. We'll come down. We'll get a stop over here. And then we'll swing by this way. Should we get a stop over here? Traffic might get a bit rough. Okay, we'll get a stop there. We'll say it comes down right here. And we'll get a stop there just for funsies. And then we need to get into the brick district, don't we? So we'll do a bit of dipsy doodle, hop over here, get into the brick district this way. We'll pass our European buildings, and we'll hop in right here. We'll get a stop right in here. And then we'll swing all the way back down here, come down this road. We'll get a stop right about here, I guess. And then we'll swing back to the ferry. So that was kind of like a bit of a tour of the city in a way too. And now we're gonna do some walking tours. Now these ones can't be that long, and they must form a circular line. Okay, so I probably should have read this one. Play sightseeing bus stops to create sightseeing tours. Tours going through areas of high appeal attract more tourists. The stops must form a circular line. Okay, so I think we did it right. We'll see if any buses come out this way. They're pretty obvious. I guess we could just run down here and see if we find them. Here they are. So let's check it out. So it costs $30. We got all these bus stops. There's 29 buses. Okay, let's put it down. Let's just say 20 buses, because we are going like all over the city. Let's make it a cool color, like hot pink. Yeah, that's pretty good. $30. I don't know. Let's make it even a crisp green $20 bill, and that's pretty expensive. But yeah, I mean, why not? Oh, here they are. Look at this. Look at the fleet of tourist buses going out. Nice. Let's see if we can actually follow this one. Actually, let's just jump down and we'll see the first ones that are coming. So we actually already have some hot buses, hot pink buses. So I guess that's confusing me a little bit. Where are they going? Oh, they're not going down to the first stop, of course. Let's click this button, and we're seeing the back of a van. There we go. I guess there's probably a better way to do this too, and that's just click the follow. And then I'll just click this. Yeah, you know, some city tourism. Oh my god, did we not even hit up the tourist district? Oh, we kind of did. Yeah, we kind of did. Alright, so they were heading up over here. Guess we won't really find them. Anyways, I'll catch them later. It's fine. So we'll head back down to the waterfront. And let's get some walking tours. So this walking tour is just going to be along the waterfront. And the cool thing about these is you can put them on paths. So there's paths over here. Those ones are tricky to see. So we could even put them over here, you see. And they'll actually stay on the paths. So I say we get one that meets up right here. So we'll get this one. They'll start here. Can they go on keys? Doesn't look like it. All right, and then we'll just add some stops along the waterfront. Okay, looks like it doesn't really, oh, okay, we'll add one up there, it's fine. And then we'll continue along the waterfront. Let's try to get it to come over here somehow. Oh, add stop, nice. And then we'll come along the waterfront here. So somewhat similar, I guess, in a way. And then we'll get it to come out to the park. Okay, I guess we'll go over here, it's fine. Add a stop. I'll come over here. Right, sometimes this gets annoying. There we go. We'll swing by over here down our cool little bike path. Add stop, add stop. Okay, I think it worked. And then we'll come down over here. We'll add a stop here. And then we'll head back down to the waterfront. And we'll just kind of end it. How about that? That's a long tour. All right, well, I'll back it up then. So I guess we'll just have to go from here into the park. I deleted that one in case you didn't notice. We're just gonna go into the park, and then we're gonna duck down over here, and then it's gonna go down to the piers. So I guess it was a bit too long to go all the way over there, so that's fine. And then we'll head up a stop somewhere over here. Okay, I think that worked. And then we'll get a stop somewhere over here, and then we'll complete the line. Okay, so we got that one in. Then we should get a walking tour from around here by the observation tower. It'll then hit up something around here. It'll go into the brick district. Let's get it to stop all the way over here somewhere. There we go. And then by the subway. There we go. And then somewhere along here. And then back. So there we go. That's another big tourist area. And then let's get a downtown tour. So we'll go from about here. We'll get a couple stops in here. We'll go right along Queens Street here, or King Street, sorry. We'll come up to the university. And then we'll head back. Just along here, you know? Down Main Street, and then we'll end it. So, perhaps we'll get another, is this Main Street? This is Main Street, okay. Perhaps we'll get another one. Oh man, the sightseeing buses are all backed up. They'll unclog. Looks like some tourists are coming. So we'll, by the synagogue over here, we'll get an architecture tour. And we'll come out to here. Okay, we're gonna first stop over here somewhere. And then we'll come out to the university. And then we'll come back over this way. Actually, since we're going this way, we'll just swing over here. And then we'll hit up the church. So we'll get a stop right here in Quebec Street. And then we'll head right down. Oh, I guess we should probably head back now. So we were on Quebec Street. Okay, so we'll swing back up King Street. And we'll just get one over here. And then back. Fantastic, okay. And I think it's probably the main tourist areas. Bathurst Lake could be cool too. So we'll get a walking tour around Bathurst Lake. So we'll get a stop over here. Oh, that's on this side, okay. So we'll go in this direction. So we'll just run along Bathurst Lake. Get a couple cool touristy shots in, you know, of an urban lake. All right, then we'll duck into here. And then, yeah, I mean, this isn't the most touristy place ever, but it's pretty nice, isn't it? And then we'll duck into the park. Can we add a stop in here? Into the Bathurst Lake Village Park. So it's a historic village park. And there we go. You know what? Actually, just got an achievement. I don't know if you can see that. That's pretty funny. All right, so we'll let that kind of sim for a little while. Yeah, so that, I mean, that's pretty good. It's been a little while since I've done touristy things. Let's get a couple taxi depots out this way because I do know that we're gonna need more of these taxi depots throughout the city. So we'll just kind of throw a couple down in the service station area. No big deal. We'll forget about it, you know? Set it and forget it, as they say. I know the ferries haven't been hooked up yet. But that's because I'm saving the islands for like a pretty big build later on. But anyway, so as we're kind of waiting to check up on that stuff, which we'll hit up at the end of the episode, let's take a quick peek at this. We have 6% unemployment. I think we could really do with getting a lot more housing in, and we have been trying to transition this zone out. Oh wait, no, not housing. We were going to do some landmarks too. Yes, of course, Steven. Silly me. So there were a couple interesting ones that I was thinking about getting. I was thinking about getting the London Eye kind of out along the waterfront when we're doing our waterfront build. But I think it'd be really cool to have along the lakeshore. What do you think? I think it could be interesting. The traffic park is just so silly, but I think we could totally get it in somewhere. But I don't think here would probably be the spot. It's just a little kitschy, you know? So how about no, it should be closer to the amusement park. Maybe it's like an off Broadway kind of thing, but like off amusement park. If that makes sense. Okay, let's get this road to connect underneath in here into the collector. And let's actually hook it up this way. There we go. So we'll do that, and then we'll hook it in straight like so. And then just to keep this all separate, that's kind of the idea. Then we'll just grab a pathway, and we'll make it a paved pathway. It's fine. We'll do that, and then we'll make a couple. We'll just do paved pathways to connect into there. That works with me. And then we'll make a pathway that kind of has been made by pedestrians over time. And that one will swing down like so. All right, and then we'll get the traffic park out over here. That probably shouldn't have been on the main road. So we'll get it right here, and then we'll just move that pathway a little bit. There we go. So, you know, it's traffic park. It's like a little go-karty place that someone built close to the amusement park because people were going to be doing that anyways. So they figured they could try to, you know, squeeze some money out of people. And we also have this zoo as well, which is an interesting one. I don't know how expensive it is. Yeah, that's really expensive. So we will ignore that. The stadiums, we don't really have a football stadium in here, do we? But perhaps we can, oh, you know what? How have I forgotten about this? Because when we built the university, we were saying like this is where the city's football team will be played. Because, you know, football in Toronto is, well, I'll say Toronto because it's kind of what we're going for, is not very popular. But in Hamilton, for example, it is very popular. And I'm just saying American football. Soccer, on the other hand, is hugely popular in Toronto. The Toronto Football Club has won a couple times. Once? I think once. They've been to the finals twice. It's pretty good. Oh, a neighborhood-friendly park. I'm saving that for a build. The Posh Mall is actually not that expensive as well, and this is a great transitional piece as well. So we can place this right over here, right on the intersection here. It's a very unique looking building, kind of fits well with a lot of the unique architecture we've been going for. And you know, as we built up this unit, this area here with European buildings, I didn't love it. It really stands out like a sore thumb. So I'm gonna change a couple of them. Right along the main strip, we're going to change it into a completely new district. That was something that I was thinking about a little while ago, and I think it was Mark in the comments agreed with me, or had the same idea. So right through here, we're gonna be making a new district. And we'll bring it on this side too. So a little tight in here, but I think it'll work out in the end. I think we'll bring it all the way up this one too, but we'll leave Kent Heights as the European stuff for now, and we'll leave it right along these sections here. But the Underhill district is going to be a different theme. So, if I'm not mistaken, I believe it's this theme is Modern City Center. So let's just delete a couple of these buildings. And let's take a look at the zoning here really quickly. Yeah, that should be fine. And let's see if it pops up with something that we like in the end. So tons of people just got vacated from their homes, I guess. I'm not sure what's going to happen with this residential zoning, to be honest, but we shall see. Let's just upgrade that and that, and I'll get some parking in here in a second after we figure this out. Yeah, I think these buildings will work nice. I think I just need to click the Underhill district, set some themes, allow buildings which are not in any theme. So we should see some residential buildings going up in here, but I don't know. Let's delete these ones. Yeah, that should be in there. And then if we head up to zoning, yeah, you know, I think I did that right though, which is a little weird why nothing's popping up for residential, although that is very unappealing area, but this should really be influencing this. perhaps we get a small little park in here. Or plaza. This one probably work best. Oh, autosave. And then if I just get a little pathway through here to separate it, it should kind of work out. And then get another one right through here. Whoops. And then we'll just kind of de-zone right here. All right, perhaps then we'll just make this European again, because I know that it always has difficulties. Oh, as soon as I did that, look at that. Let's see if anything weird pops up. Okay, so that should be fine. Or I could just make it part of the brick district too, if we don't like the European buildings here still. No, I think it'll be fine. Maybe there's some older buildings in the city still, you know. There's some pretty cool residential blocks. Then we'll see what pops up on the other side here. What? I thought I zoned that to commercial. So probably just because of our office demand isn't as high as we were expecting. But has any offices gone up? Yeah, this one has, but that's not in the right zoning. So I guess we'll throw that back in there. Interesting, you know, I'm pretty confident that there was office in... Oh, looks like something's going up here. Or is that concrete? Oh, it's concrete. Whoopsies. I'm pretty sure in our last build we had office buildings pop up in that theme. So it's a bit interesting that that's not happening. A lot of buildings which are not in any theme. Yeah, enable theme management. Yeah. Okay, so we'll just leave it. Perhaps there's just not enough demand. And then now let's get some parking in for this posh mall, which is going to increase tourism in the city. So we'll put up our guidelines here. We'll bring this all the way through. And then can we connect it? Looks like we can. Though we are confusing the heck out of people here. So I don't think that actually really snapped in properly. All right, let's just try. It's a bit tough to see, and I know I could easily just... There we go. Squaring the node worked. All right, and now let's get some parking through here. So we have a couple options. We could just, you know, basically add in parking lots. We could add in a parking garage. So let's take a look at some of these options we have. So we got parking. This one right here is doesn't really match the theme that we're going for. So what about this one here? This one's pretty big. Yeah, this one kind of works, but it's just a bit off, you know. Maybe this isn't really a mall. Maybe this is like a cool office building. Doesn't really look like a mall, does it? So why don't we go with the basic parking lots here. So we'll line it up with this one. We'll get that in there, and then we'll connect up right here. Then I'm just gonna grab move it, and actually I'm just gonna grab move it. With this one I'm gonna hold Alt down to maintain the straight connection we have here. And then I'm going to grab both of them. And we're just gonna, sorry, I'm just gonna kind of move it up a little bit. Yeah, just until there. And there we go. Then we're going to grab this, and that almost fits perfectly. Oh, it does. Nice. Awesome. So we have that extra little parking lot, and people can walk in here. I'm sure there's a back door over here somewhere. And then let's just really quickly decorate it with a couple trees. Right through here, we'll get another tree there. And then let's get a nice, nice big walking path with trees. Right along here, we'll go into a straight road. Nice. So just, you know, really simple add-ons to that really increased the land value, in my opinion, to that area. And then now let's just grab our basic road. Let's give it a bit of space from here. So I think that's probably not enough. That's probably good. Nice. And then we'll leave this open. And then we will, whoa, connect it down like this. We'll get a connection here, but not over here. But we will get a small pedestrian path connection. We'll just connect up like so. There we go. And let's just grab a couple trees too. Gonna hide the area from the elements. And then let's get some high density homes in here. That might kind of be it for residential, for high capacities housing, at least in this area. Oh, it looks like we're going through a bit of a death wave. We got 4 dead people somewhere. Let's try to find where that is, because I'm always worried it's out in our suburbs. Got some train traffic. Because, you know, it's probably just downtown, isn't it? Oh, I spot one over here. Yeah, so maybe it's about time we increase some death care in the city. Let me take a quick peek at that. There's not the best death care options over this way. So perhaps right about here we can grab an old cemetery, and then we'll hook in to it with a church asset. We'll go with this one. This actually counts as a school with this building. All right, and then we'll bring water along here, connect up. We'll bring water down. We'll bring water across over here. All right, and you know what? I'm sure we probably need more schooling in the whole city too. So there's like no schooling down here, which makes sense. It's not exactly a family-friendly area, is it? Nor would this be. Imagine going to school as a kid and having the amusement park right behind you. Whew. So perhaps we don't, but we get a library over here. And then we'll just grab a pathway. We'll turn off guidelines. And then we'll just get this right through here. Just a bit of clipping, but nothing move it can't help, right? Nice. Okay, let's check out the district. So this isn't a part of any district, though we could easily just bring this district down. Yeah, interesting. I'll wait a bit to see if there's any offices popping up in this build, because I really thought there was, but I do like these buildings. I think this is a good transition. Plus, they actually kind of work together with the European assets too. So All right, so there's not a lot of time left in the episode, so let's just continue to go through this area here. Let's see if there's any other kind of unique buildings I want to get in here. The helicopter park. This one's puny, eh? Okay. I actually always forget about this. I think I'll save that. The Lungs of the City is a cool one. This is just like almost like a camping park, right? But it doesn't really work out over here. I don't think this will work for this build either. Once we hit the next milestone, I will... We're getting there. Holy cow, we're only 4,000 people away. I will unlock everything for us. Alright, so there's also the Science Center. Now, the Science Center I want to put out over here. So that's what I think we shall do. And this has been something that we've been wanting to do for a while, is build out over here. So I think we'll just get the Science Center built as a part of this tourism kind of boost in the city, especially because people will be able to walk to it across this bridge. And then we'll check out the scores. And then we'll end the episode. And then tomorrow's episode will be something completely different, because what's tomorrow's episode? Tomorrow's episode is for Thursday. And yeah, you know what? Actually, I haven't really thought about what we're going to do. I guess we'll push for Megalopolis, and then we'll unlock everything as well. So I'm actually going to raise this up a little bit. Let's see where we are. Still some more, okay. Let's see where we are at now. A bit too high now. So we'll just lower it down a bit. That's pretty good. All right. So we got a really steep slope here. Then it gets down to more of like a beach. And I am planning on building this more as like a leisure beach area. When we build this area, this was supposed to be like a gentrified town, or a town going through gentrification. So yeah, there's that. But I think the Science Center we're gonna plop down right over here. So whoa, holy cow. Let's just pick this road really quickly, and then we'll put on our guidelines. We'll bring it out to about here. We'll end it at that mountain. And then we'll get the Science Center to be like all alone on this little area. We won't try to cram too much in. So I say what happens is it turns into a one-way at the end of the road. And we'll bring it right across like this. And let's try to line it up a little bit like that, and then we'll go into there, and then we'll have just a basic road, and we'll go into freeform. Okay, let's turn our guidelines off really quickly, because I kind of want it to do go a bit out like that, and then we'll go right along the beach right here. All right, and then we'll kind of go right to about here, and we'll get a sharper curve. Then we'll climb up, and we'll connect into the collector here. I think we'll straighten this road out eventually. But then we'll let's actually work with some topography really quickly. Yeah, okay. So, I guess we will get a connection in on that part of the road over here. But let's just focus on getting this one right at the bottom of, let's go up a touch maybe. Into there, like that. And then from here, I think we'll just save the rest, but I do want to get a connection in right about here. Down. Yeah, that's a bit steep. I think that's because of some nodes. So we'll look at that really quickly. Yeah, there's a node there, so I'm just actually going to use move it, and I'm going to hold Alt down. Actually, never mind. I'm not going to hold Alt down. Do that, and then we're going to click Alt in to snap it in. And then we're just going to use the network multi-tool to do some sloping. So we'll go from here down to here, click enter, slope it down to a 4.8. That's pretty good. And then we'll go from here to here, 3.9, that's pretty good. Then we'll slope, yeah, we'll slope this one to, let's see what happens if we do this. Yeah, that's pretty good. Kind of slowly rise up a little bit. Yeah, and then let's do one more. From here, yeah, from here to here. But from here to here, no, that doesn't work either. Okay, it's a bit too steep. No, I don't really want to do that. So anyway, so we're kind of distracted here. Let's get the Science Center. Very cool building. You know what? I think we need a bit more land than I was expecting. I really wanted the curve to kind of face the river, but I think what we'll do is we'll grab this and we'll just scooch it over. Because it looks like there's some pathways on the back, which is totally fine. There's some parking here for, like, say, employees. Then let's get maybe like a bit of a park over this side. Or I guess parking needs to be down here, unfortunately. But I think what we'll be able to do is we'll kind of be able to use these scaffolds on the side. I don't know what it is. As a bit of a marker for a parking garage. So we'll just grab this basic parking garage. We'll connect it in. Like so. That's not too bad. Kind of works well with those. Let's see how far back I can move this before it gets weird. Not that weird. Then we'll just, if I bring it back to here, well, let's say it's not hitting the road. Okay, let's focus on getting it connected like that. And then I'll just use the paving tool. I'll just pave that in. Nice. And then let's just grab the basic pathway. Okay, we are running out of time. We'll just run right across. Let's go a bit farther over. Right there. All right. Then let's just bring this in. I'd like to curve it a little bit. Okay, and then now this kind of gives us a bit of a marker for that. That's fine, all right. And then we'll just make sure we get this pathway behind here. So we'll line this up proper, like so. And then we'll bring it up to about here. And then we'll go back to the one with trees. And I probably should have done this a bit better. There we go. Do the same thing, so without trees until about here. And then with trees, we'll connect up like that. I'm just going to use Move It to realign this a bit, just quickly. Whoa. Yeah, I think we need to grab the whole thing again and just pull it away ever so slightly. I mean, those trees, maybe this doesn't need to be treed. Nice, okay, and then let's just, we could actually connect this into the park over here, couldn't we? Yeah, we got time, we can do this. Okay, so I'll cut this off from the park, but we'll bring the park into the Science Center. And then I'm just gonna pause it really quickly. I'm gonna use Move It. I'm just going to readjust both these ends. Just bring them in. It's no big deal. And then we'll just get the park side gates. Get one over here, get one right here. We'll use Move It. And we'll just turn them to the direction we want them to be. Connect up. Oh, this is one of my pet peeves with these park paths. So we managed to fix that. Okay, we're on Move It still. That's good. We'll just swing this over. line it up pretty much perfectly like that. Connect in. It's pretty good. It's a bit off, but you know, I think we'll just have to do a quick little move it touch. There we go, and then we'll connect up right here to here. Pretty basic. I think we'll use the tree path one actually though. All right, and is there a node in the middle? It looks like there is, so let's try and use the network multi-tool to do a bit of an alignment from here to here. It's a pretty steep grade, but it is just walking paths. And then we could probably get another connection over here and make this whole area a bit of a park. But we could also get some buildings along here. So I think we'll wait for that. But I will... Oh, that's a bit too much. We'll get some trees in here, though. Get some trees up front, too. And then we got this little bit of a mountain here, a little hill. I think we'll be able to do a bit with this. I'll come clean it up later, though. Let's go into a smaller size. Take a bit of the trees off the cliff face. And we'll focus on getting them along the grass here. Yeah, all right, so we got the science center in here. And let's just get water. Okay, let's bring it out like that. We'll make sure it gets its water. And then we'll just bring the water system right along. All right, doesn't have to be perfect. It's the idea and the thought that matters, right? All right, so now that we've kind of added in, I actually really like that there. That adds a lot to the area. Okay, anyways. Oh no, we've caused a pretty bad backup here. So are these all inner city buses with 0 passengers? Okay, there is a mod that removes these dummy ones. I need to figure out which one it is and get it because like that's a bit ridiculous. So just ignore that for now. And let's try to find those sightseeing buses. I think they went out all the way to the zoo, right? So we might be able to spot them a bit easier out here. Yeah, okay, here it is. So let's check out the line details. So, you know, we could probably take off some of these buses. So we'll knock it down to about 10. It's still 20 bucks, but let's take a look at the info here. I'll just keep it simming. Let's just follow it. Let's take a look at the info. So, sightseeing buses. So 5 per week, 30 per week. Okay, that's pretty good. Lots of people are using the walking tours, which is nice. But let's see. It's in the budget, I think, right? Ever looking at it before? Hey, look at that. That's actually a huge improvement. So at the beginning of the episode, we said about $20,500. And now we're making $35,750. So that's like, give or take, about a $15,000 increase, you know, plus 1,000 minus 1,000 on the income. And before it was around 2%. I wrote in 1.92, but I know it fluctuated up to 2%. And now we're hovering close to 5% of our incomes from tourism. So just doing those small things really, really helped out. So that is awesome to see. So looks like it's worth doing. So the buses themselves cost a little bit of money. Budget. It cost $1,000 to upkeep, and we made $15,000 pretty much just by doing that. I know the walking tours help a lot too, but I'm sure you could probably lower the income a little bit. I know there's a trick to just go down to 99%, and it really helps your budget out. So that's a little trick for you. We could even do the same thing for the taxis too. Just 99%. actually helps. Yeah, so just that alone and the walking tours really helped us. So hope you liked today's episode, everyone, and I will talk to you soon. Let's just follow this guy beside these ugly condos, and I'll talk to you soon, guys. Holy cow. In the next episode, where we're going to just do a huge residential boom, because we're gonna hit the main part of our city, or like the final milestone, whatever it's called, the megalopolis. So yeah, let's oh, I think I left that, but let's get a nice cool view for the end of this, the end screen here. I'll talk to you soon. Peace out.